I always say we never find the one, but we can create the one relationship we love with our partner. Because if we try to find a perfect match, at the end of the day, we are always disappointed. Or when we find someone we feel it's the perfect match, we forget to communicate, we forget to use all the tools, and at the end of the day, the relationship becomes toxic. So we cannot find the one, but we can create it.
Yeah.
And communication, of course, is the number one tool.
Yes.
For the people that will listen to this podcast that are unfortunately in a breakup, communication is also the number one tool to reconnect, to recreate a relationship. And for me as a coach, I will tell you, if there is communication, there is a way to navigate towards getting their ex back. But what if you try to communicate and someone is not listening? What is your advice on this, Coach Adrian?
So I had a coaching session yesterday with a lady named Catherine.
Okay.
She is awesome. She's in the UK. She has watched so many videos, and she was so excited to talk to me. And she was in a 4 or 5 months relationship. They broke up, and she's been reaching out. She was frustrated because she's the one that keeps reaching out. She's the one that keeps initiating, sustaining conversations. She came back from a trip, and she was so excited to share her gift with this man. She's asked to get together, and he refused. He said, you can just send a gift to my work. And she was reaching out to me, asking me this very question of like, okay, how do I communicate with this man in a way that will make him want me more? And what I told her shocked and disappointed her a little bit, because I told her that the best way for you in this dynamic to reach your goal of creating a new and improved relationship is to stop communicating, is to take a step back. Men don't like to be chased. You are doing all of the chasing, all of the work.
Yeah. Can I say something? Sorry.
Please.
Because also, I have seen this so much. Alex, I want to communicate and I want to rebuild it. I want to communicate in order for him to respond to me. And so basically, the only goal is at the end of the day to make him come to them. And that's not the right mindset, because that's when we start to be very selfish or very pushy. We don't realize, but if we do something in order to get something back in return, most of the time in getting an ex back, it's not working. I just wanted to mention that.
It's manipulation, actually.
Yeah, it's being selfish.
It's being selfish, yes. And true love is detached. Because in essence, what I was telling her, and she got a little bit panicked because she told me, afterwards she sent me an email. She said, but my goal is not to move on. My goal is to win him back.
Yeah.
And I sent her a voice note, and I said, I know that your goal is not to lose this man. And I told her, there are probably things that we can do where we reach out and different actions that we can put in place. But I don't think in your situation that this would help you maximize your chances of reaching your goal. What would maximize your chances of reaching your goal is actually dealing with this fear of losing him, not feeling like you have to cling on to this man in order to be happy because you've had bad experiences with other men and you're afraid of being alone. What we need to do is first and foremost to prove to yourself that actually you can be happy with any man, without any man, that you don't need this man's validation, that you're already complete and whole. And we need you to regain independence, emotional independence and confidence. And then, and only then, do I suggest reaching out, because it'll be different when we do connect with this man. We will no longer be seeking his validation, and we will not be, like you said, reaching out to get something. You will already have something, and then he can, again, be in a situation, in an environment, in a dynamic where he has something to chase, something to pursue, something that is actually attracting him. And that is very difficult for some people to accept because they're in this fear mindset. They are afraid, right? And so communication sometimes, to communicate effectively in order to create attraction, sometimes it means having the patience, the confidence, and the resiliency to actually not communicate at all. And for this this lady that I was coaching, that was my answer. But it doesn't mean that it's always the answer.
Mm-hmm.